Hi everyone, I am Sam.
And I'm Sterling.
And this is an old house.
And this is an old house.
And this is an old house.
Studio Viridian takes apart old houses by hand. We inventory all the materials and turn them into new buildings on the same land or nearby. You don't see builders doing this, but it's not a new idea.
It's actually ancient. St. Peter's Basilica in Rome used the Colosseum, the ruins of the Colosseum, as a quarry.
Early humans gathered nearby rocks and plants to make shelter. New buildings used to be made of things found locally. And when it reached the end of its useful life, all of its parts would get reused. The ways of humans were once the ways of nature.
Collectively, we've lost our way. Today, the easiest option for a builder is to knock down the house and landfill it. And then they go and buy brand new materials that are extracted from the earth and shipped all over the planet. But this creates a vicious cycle.
We're wasting what we have, leading to demand for new materials and a race to the bottom to build as fast and as cheap as possible. Fast and cheap means we don't cherish what we build, so we repeat the cycle by tearing it all down again.
Studio Viridian is finding our way back to a more ancient way of building, when old buildings weren't problems to dispose of, but they were libraries of materials and memories, locating us in stories longer than our own, like photos of family members on your wall that you've never met, but you know that their blood runs through you. We're not the only ones that want to find our way back to a more connected, circular way of living, but we're willing to structure our business around this mission.
So Studio Viridian takes a vertically integrated approach. We are a real estate developer, a designer, a builder, and a long-term owner as one organization.
Okay, so we design the whole project. We deconstruct existing buildings that are on site. We build with circular means and methods, and then we own the whole thing long-term. Now, managing this entire life cycle of the project, that allows us to keep the mission central to what we're doing. It allows us to absorb upfront costs and then pass them on to ourselves later as value downstream.
But we don't want to be the only ones doing this. We aim to affect broader change with two strategies: growing demand and sharing proof. People want to live with history around them because they feel a strong emotional connection to those places. More people will start to then reach out inquiring about units, which increases demand and gains the attention of other developers.
To show these other developers that this is feasible, we're going to freely share all of our project data. So we'll measure everything, we'll collect it, and we'll publish our results. This will include our construction methods, which will be different, material sourcing, where we get everything from that's either salvaged or bio-based, how long it all took, and how much it all cost. So when we share our data like this, we show others how we did it. So then we lower barriers to be able to do it the same way so that we can make circular construction something that people followed.
Yeah, our revenue and influence will grow side by side. As long-term owner of the properties, we will hold on to what we build and use different rental formats to drive our mission. Short and mid-term rentals allow people to visit our projects and get inspired, acting as both educational and marketing tools. Long-term rentals provide more stability for us and the inhabitants. We project profitability at our 10th unit. Until then, we are founder financed.
Before we're revenue positive, help us fund a living laboratory director staff position. So this is someone who will help us procure all the salvage materials. They're going to help us build industry connections, and publish all the data that we're collecting?
We are currently a group of 5. We are designers and builders with decades of experience. We're handling the design and construction. We need help amplifying our data collection and outreach so that other builders can follow, the barriers get lower, and locally sourced circular construction becomes the norm, not the exception.